The Santiago Bernabeu, a cauldron of noise and passion. The Champions League anthem echoed around the stadium, sending shivers down the spines of players and fans alike. Real Madrid, the kings of Europe, against a young and hungry Arsenal side. The tension was palpable. This was more than just a game. It was a clash of titans. The weight of history hung heavy in the air. Real Madrid, with their 14 Champions League titles, were the overwhelming favourites. Arsenal, on the other hand, were looking to make a statement on the European stage. This was their chance to prove they belonged among the elite. From the first whistle, Arsenal showed no fear. They pressed high, disrupting Real Madrid's rhythm and forcing them into mistakes. The Gunners moved the ball with pace and purpose, their young stars shining bright under the Spanish sky. Bukayo Saka, with his blistering pace and trickery, caused havoc down the right flank. Martin Odegaard, the former Real Madrid prodigy, orchestrated the Arsenal attack with intelligence and precision. The Gunners were not content to sit back. They were here to take the game to the reigning champions. Then came the moment that silenced the Bernabeu, a moment that would be replayed in highlight reels for years to come. A quick counter-attack, sparked by a brilliant interception from Thomas Partey in midfield, saw the ball fall perfectly to Martinelli on the left wing. The anticipation in the stadium was palpable as Arsenal surged forward with purpose. The Brazilian, with his trademark speed and fearless intent, burst past Dani Carvajal as if he wasn't even there, leaving the experienced defender trailing in his wake. Time seemed to stand still as Martinelli bore down on goal, defenders desperately trying to close the gap, but unable to catch him. He took one touch to set himself, then unleashed an unstoppable rocket of a shot with his right foot that flew past Thibaut Courtois and into the back of the net, leaving the world-class goalkeeper with absolutely no chance. The stadium was stunned into silence, broken only by the roar of the travelling Arsenal fans, who erupted in wild celebration as their team took a shock lead. The expected goals of the shot was a mere 0.17, highlighting the sheer improbability and brilliance of Martinelli's finish. It was a goal that defied the odds and ignited belief throughout the Arsenal camp. Real Madrid, their pride wounded and determination burning, emerged from the tunnel for the second half with renewed energy and focus. The atmosphere in the stadium was electric, as the players knew they had to dig deep to turn the game around. Karim Benzema, their talismanic striker and leader on the pitch, was a constant threat with his intelligent movement and sharp link-up play. He orchestrated attacks, dropping deep to collect the ball and then surging forward, always keeping the Arsenal defenders guessing. Vinicius Jr., with his blistering pace and dazzling trickery, tormented the Arsenal defence down the left flank. Every time he received the ball, he looked dangerous, driving at defenders and creating space for his teammates. The equaliser, when it finally arrived, was a thing of beauty and a testament to Real Madrid's resilience. The crowd erupted in celebration, sensing the momentum had shifted. A flowing move, started by Luka Modric's exquisite pass from deep in midfield, saw the ball find its way to Vinicius on the left. Modric's vision and composure set the tone for the attack. The Brazilian cut inside with purpose, drawing the Arsenal defence towards him before slipping a perfectly weighted pass to Jude Bellingham. Bellingham, timing his run to perfection, calmly slotted the ball past Aaron Ramsdale, sending the Madrid fans into a frenzy. The momentum was now with Real Madrid. The crowd roared, sensing blood, but Arsenal refused to crumble. They weathered the storm, their defence standing firm. William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes were immense at the heart of the Arsenal defence, repelling everything Real Madrid threw at them. This Arsenal team was made of sterner stuff. Arteta had instilled a belief and resilience in his players. They knew they could go toe-to-toe with the best. As the game entered its tense final stages, with both teams searching for a breakthrough, Arsenal suddenly launched a blistering counter-attack of their own, catching Real Madrid off guard and shifting the momentum in their favour. The move began deep in Arsenal's own half, where Ramsdale, showing great composure under pressure, calmly rolled the ball out to Gabriel, setting the tempo for what was to come. The Brazilian defender wasted no time, playing a pinpoint pass forward to Granit Xhaka, who had already spotted an opportunity and was making a surging run up the pitch, driving Arsenal forward with purpose. Xhaka, demonstrating his vision and awareness, picked out Odegaard, who had cleverly drifted into a pocket of space between the Real Madrid midfield and defence, ready to orchestrate the next move. The Norwegian playmaker, with a deft and delicate touch, threaded a perfectly weighted pass through the defensive line to Saka, who had timed his run to absolute perfection, leaving the defenders trailing behind. Saka, showing nerves of steel and remarkable composure, took a single touch to control the ball before coolly slotting it past Courtois, sending the travelling Arsenal fans into absolute raptures and igniting wild celebrations in the stands. This was more than just a goal. It was a statement of intent from Saka and this young Arsenal side, a moment that showed their belief, unity and hunger to take on Europe's elite. Real Madrid threw everything they had at Arsenal in the closing stages. Wave after wave of attack crashed against the Arsenal defence, but the Gunners held firm. Aaron Ramsdale, in the Arsenal goal, made a string of crucial saves, including a world-class stop from Benzema's header. The Arsenal defenders put their bodies on the line, blocking shots and making crucial tackles. This was a defensive masterclass from the Gunners. Mikel Arteta deserves immense credit for the way his team managed the game, especially in the final minutes. His substitutions were spot on, bringing on fresh legs to shore up the defense and disrupt Real Madrid's rhythm. Arteta had clearly done his homework on Real Madrid, and his tactical plan worked to perfection. Arsenal were disciplined and organised, frustrating their opponents and limiting them to few clear-cut chances. The final whistle blew, confirming a famous victory for Arsenal. This was more than just 3 points, it was a statement of intent. Arsenal had gone toe-to-toe with the kings of Europe and emerged victorious. Martinelli and Saka, with their goals, had shown that they were ready to take on the world. These two young stars, along with the rest of this exciting Arsenal team, represented the future of football. What did you think of Martinelli's wonder goal? And how impressed were you with Saka's performance? Share your thoughts in the comments below.